Sharing various things here. We're getting our streams going. We're there on the Facebook. I just put a link to YouTube Facebook. I could put a link to Provo on Facebook. Well, wouldn't it? Okay, so that I can, which I can pause. And this one. Pause that. Okay. I think everything's good now. See what happens. So here we are on the farm. I've noticed that there seems to be a limit. You have bees all over the place, but there seems to be a limit once you get 400 liters on a pallet. They start producing honey. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go over and get my little trailer here. I'm going to put it next to the pallet. Now that can be entertaining in itself because I'm going to pick a unusual way to get there. Okay. Yes, I did miss. Okay, so we're going to go this way, which we can sort of get through. And I'm going to leave this thing here. Come saw. Okay. Now it's going to enable auto load. And let's get the other one too. Okay. So I'm just going to leave that there, and then as they produce honey, that is the question. Will it just automatically load them? That'll be interesting. Okay, so let's go back up to our field where I think we were collecting grass. Tons and tons and tons of it. Liters and liters. Cubic meters and cubic meters. Oh, we already had a tractor doing it. Okay, we don't. Okay, let's turn this off and let's jump into this one. That dirty one. Oh, that's where I had the sheep there before. Probably change that. Gaping, we plants there like grass. A little bigger. Can probably that round. Very nice. Flowers in here. Nice. Looks nice. Although we will just cut the suckers down after, but still. Okay. Go ahead. Turn it on. Start collecting. Oh, I'm gonna go down. I gotta remember to check the bees every hour because I think they do something an hour. Actually, let's change tractors and go down to where the bees are. Oh, there's another tree I can sell. Good. Possibly the last one. Train, wait a minute. Cows. Okay. None yet. Okay. Let me change screens here. At that one. At that one. Well, that's interesting. That little bit of. So I came around the corner there, and the one mower's in the front, and the two are in the back and the side, and you know, get a bit of a gap when you turn sharply. I did, I guess. Well, actually, that looks like I just didn't care. Oops. There we go. I'm gonna keep it on autopilot, then we should hit the autopilot button firmly. Oh, I guess I need to get this a little bit here. Somehow. That'll get it better. Probably better to get it from the other end, but oh well. Big loop-de-loops here. And we missed it. So, do another loop. Or let's just go here. You know, good as anything. Oh, I wonder if the wagon needs repaired too. I think I can look. This thing. The hell's our wagon? Lost cargo 9500. Okay. Lost cargo 9500. It's at 40% repair. And the tractor is 50%. So they both, after the next, whoops. After the next round, I probably need to take them both into town. Actually, why don't I just do the repair point? That'd be nice. Maybe another name. There's a repair trailer that add as a mod. Take a while, but no. Money in the bank, as opposed to in my sock. Not a sort of thing you can have a AI do. Somebody was complaining about the AI. He said he had one where he just drove around in circles in the parking lot, and another one where the AI just headed off in the wrong direction at 1 mile an hour. And I'm saying, well, maybe they've added the option, the feature where there's a variable that sometimes gives you an absolute bonehead for an employee. But it'd be nice if they came, apologize, sorry, you've got a bonehead, you will not be charged. Apparently you still get charged. Well, we're doing okay here, but we could do better if we stand on both these things. Oh, way over here. Why is this one way down here? Oh, you're at 86. Well, possibly. Oh, another tree. You got bloody trees all over the place. Bye. No, I just hit the wrong key. Oh yes, and once this is empty, let me check the just wanted to make sure at least I got even with these other board filled up. Yes, that's good, so they doesn't get forgotten. Side. Oh, it may get forgotten by the wayside. Okay, so don't forget the wayside. Hey mate, how are you? No, sorry, this is a single player. It's a single. I'm not set up as a multiplayer on this. Thanks for the offer. I appreciate that. I'm thinking of doing a multiplayer farm, but on my list of things to do. Like I'd do a multiplayer farm that had a map that lent its well to people joining and maybe doing other farms on it, and also with not a lot of mods, so that people didn't have this big long list of mods they had to download, because I've got a lot of mods on here. But thank you for the offer. You're welcome to watch and chat. I'm looking for I guess not a lot of mods. I've got maybe a dozen, maybe 15 mods. I'm looking for a good North American map other than Elm Creek. I saw a review of one called County Line. All the best to you, Elliot, for the new year. I saw one called County Line. But it's not nearly finished. Like, the guys released it with all sorts of things missing and with a bunch of bugs and errors and mistakes, and I'm not touching that one. Okay, how are we here? Any? Nope. No honey yet. Are you guys buzzing around? Okay, they are. I got 2 things of honey so far. There's a problem with the bees in this. They don't, yeah, well, there's a problem with the mods. Apparently, there's a mod hub, but there seems to be even more people that are either releasing mods without any description or testing because they don't really care, or are getting somebody else's mod and re-releasing it, maybe updating it, maybe changing the name to theirs, maybe not. Kind of a Wild West. So there also is a Discord server for mods that some modders have started, which helps. So it's a challenge, but like I said, I'm looking for a better map. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was up here. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get this fixed, wasn't I? Okay, let's go down the garage. Oh, I wonder if you get it repaired, does it also wash it? Do they get upset if you bring it in dirty? There was a dealer here in Ottawa did BMW, stuff like that, Audis, and you had to bring your car to a car wash just before you brought it in, and if not, he would charge you for washing your car, especially the underside, I guess, because his mechanics, you know, they don't want to be working through road salt and all sorts of crap like that. And I guess, you know, BMWs and Audis are expensive, so you can afford to be like that. Whoop, 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 wrong corner. Ah, so 2 U's. There's 2 U's in your family. US and UK. California and Ohio. And here before, earlier, from California, Machine Gun Kelly. I'm streaming through Trovo now. Try what Trovo is like. It is they started up after Mixer, faded away. To grab a lot of people, they're sort of like Twitch. You can subscribe, up followers. They also have spells and mana, all sorts of stuff like that you can do. And a lot of my viewers, I have viewers from Canada, the US, and Croatia, Serbia. Very interesting. multi-streaming to various places just because I can. Here. Okay, so enter. Okay, so this thing. Oh yeah, let's fix that. Okay, Massey Ferguson. Yep, fair. No, I am correct. They do not wash it. Why is that one there? What happened? Did I sell that one? Wunk, 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 wunk. Elliot Jamie, thank you for the follow, Elliot. I guess I need to change my Christmas jingle, jingle, jingle thing, but it's fine. I am somewhat sloppy in this. I just missed that guy. So I have some animals. I have some sheep, some chickens, some cows. No pigs. It's pigs. You got to do all sorts of special feed, and all you do is give you more pigs. And I've got a flour mill. Oh, what's the flour mill doing? Which is making mine is up in my house. It's a fake tree. I didn't put it up last year. I just moved in, didn't have the room, not sure what to do. I never put it up this year. I figured no, it's a artificial tree. It's in sections. I just left the bottom third off. It still fits in the stand. It sits on top of a large, low, square coffee table, like an end table. Fine. Put the lights on, put a few decorations. Very nice. Okay, so we're still making flour, and eventually we're going to sell the flour somewhere once it's full. That's weird. Not doing. Oh yes, this is what I was going to do. While I'm here, let's hop out here. Let's grab this thing, and let's. No, mine is too big. I did the opposite. Mine's too big. So would you like the bottom third? I should mail you the bottom third of my tree. I am from Ottawa, in the U.S. Joking. There are half a dozen at least places in the United States called Ottawa. There's also one in Canada, in Ontario, which is where I'm from. I'm also actually from Northern Ontario, but oh, I should have got gas while I was in town. Well, oh, sorry, I just saw your thing. What platform I'm on? I am on a PC. It's a PC with a AMX. A new AMX CPU? Oh. Okay, that's okay. I could have guessed that you are from the UK from your use of Ottoman instead of a footstool. And maybe from the Ottoman Empire. That's interesting. Did you name your footstools Ottomans after because they were used often in the Ottoman Empire, or did you name the Ottoman Empire because after your footstools? I don't know. What's the etymology of that? Is that the word for is that the word? What is the etymology of that word? Etymology or entomology? I'm thinking one of them is wrong. I'm thinking one of them is the study of insects, ants. One of them study of ants. One of them is the study of ants. One of the study is words. And I should know it because I've watched 9.5 Cats do countdown, or however many cats it is. Do countdown. 7.5 Cats do countdown. And they've often talked to Susie Dent, who's a resident entomologist or etymologist. Not sure. Sorry, I'm a writer, sort of, and I find the origin of words interesting. And I also like fountain pens, so there you go. I don't know, let's pick that one. I was an electrician by accident back in college. I was in electronic technology and also did some amateur contracting jobs for friends. In Ontario, there is there's a handbook, you know, the Ontario Electrician's Handbook or whatever the hell it's called, and it tells you how to do everything. So, kind of cool. Okay, I will let you know. So you started off as an electrical engineer and then moved the ranks to be an electrician, which is probably helped with your employability. I'm just guessing. Yeah, so there's the wiring regulations, so it's not. I was gonna. I mean, I won't say it's easy, but I mean, how it's done is you still have to know the optimum way to, you know, to do all those things. There's a lot of technique to be learned, but helped a friend build a house years and years and years ago. Right from he had the foundation poured, and then just right from the framing. And I remember we were framing in rafters. I remember framing in rafters in January, and you kept your beer on the inside pocket of your jacket so that your beer didn't freeze. That was pretty funny. And it's amazing how wobbly a house is. Like you frame a house you know, with inside walls and everything braced and everything according to code and nailed all the rat shit and everything like this. And the whole thing still is a little bit like this. It just, you know, it's not like the Rock of Gibraltar. So we joked about that, and we said, well, once we put the gyprock up, like inside, once we put the wall board up, no, still wobbled a bit. Well, once we put the siding on, so we put, you know, you put the Tyvek outside, and the different layers. Every layer we put on it was finally down to, well, once you paint the outside, that's just going to firm everything up. But I mean, it was a solid house. I think it's still there as far as I know. But it's funny, yeah. He was a good enough friend that his wife and my wife at the time were best buddies from high school. He and I got along quite well, and enough for me to help him with his house. And then he dropped me as a friend because I got divorced, and he thought I should stay with my wife. And he decided to be, he decided to pick sides. So he and his wife went with my wife. So, oh well, 2 friends gone, but not good friends, I guess. Houses are made of brick. Yeah, American houses have brick facing. American houses are made. They'll make all the houses out of the same framing, out sheathing, Tyvek, like the whole same construction. If you pay extra, they put a brick facing on the front of your house to make it look like your house is an expensive brick house. But it's just a brick facing. So it's kind of ironic. Too labor intensive to make a brick house. Oh. And it's a skill, and it's cheaper just to hire a bunch of yokels, a bunch of kids to go in here, over there. Cheaper to have a bunch of kids just to slap up a frame and actually have somebody trained. Thinking, I've watched various. It's not that hard to. It's not that hard to lay bricks. It's a fairly easily learned skill. It's hard to do it precisely and fast. But I had one up here. I had one up here, and then I stopped. Apparently not. Oh well. Just pick one then. I like it. I played. I had bought FS15, played an hour, found it too complicated. Bought 17 for some reason. Played a little bit. Or no, I started with 17. Then I bought 19, and then a friend of mine was playing 19 with a friend. Now, thank you very much, The Ordinary Raymond. I appreciate the follow. I played, my friend was playing 19, and so I played it. I said, well, this is kind of cool. So I got back into 17, and I liked it. And then 19 and played an awful lot of 19. I did multiplayer. We had a server. We had a shared server or multiplayer, which has its pros and cons. It's more difficult to change mods, to put mods in and out if you're reliant on somebody else to do it. It was fun. I started multi-streaming almost a year ago. I stopped being a Twitch associate and just told them to turn that off so that I could be free to stream simultaneously to different platforms. I'm streaming now to YouTube and Twitch and Steam, sort of, but nobody watches that. And BK.com, which is a Russian Facebook-like site, and Trovo, Trovo.live. Okay, good luck. Have fun. Oh, so do you find most people have no... What do you do with mods in multiplayer? Are most people keeping it very simple so you don't have to download a lot of mods to play them? I just wondered. People do. Ah, 8 to 19. Wow. So did FS8 look like Minecraft, or what was the graphics like? Oh, okay, that's good to know. Oh, maybe I'll try that. You know, maybe I'll try setting up a simple server. I'm not sure what map to pick. Maybe go in and mod it beforehand, put in like $5 million or something, and then very boxy. Well, the graphics in this are pretty good, and I think the graphics in this are. I think what they did is they increased the quality of the graphics and they decreased the CPU/GPU demands of the graphics. They made it more efficient, so got better, you know, better bang for the same buck, sort of thing. Yeah, we don't just race up a hill here, but I mean, look at the hills in this. This would be the Alps. I could do. I don't think I could do Erlengrat. I like Erlengrat. I could do Erlengrat as a map. I'd have to think if I'm going to set up a multiplayer. Do I do it with? I'd want Discord so people can chat. Keep it simple, no mods. Yeah. But actually, but you do one on a server too, I guess. Like a lot of people do it on a server so that people can pop in. I'll think about it. I'll let you know because I've got, you know, aside from the fact I know I've been retired for almost 20 years, but I still I'm amazed at how little time I have to do things. But let me think about it. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. If you get a server, then you're open 24/7. Um, no, we had one before. I was on one before, and the clock kept going. So if you logged off at 8 o'clock at night, then it was like noon on the game, and then you didn't get on until the next morning. Well, whatever time had passed. I'm not being clear on my exact. You know what I mean? Time kept clicking on the game while you were there or not. So if you did a bunch of crops and didn't get around to weed killer and stuff like that, you'd go back in the next day and time would have passed. Weeds have grown and everything. Oh shit! So light from the beacons bounce off the building, doesn't it? So I think that's an option in. I think that's an option in setting up a server. Whether you can, I think it's an option to set it up where the time keeps ticking or stops. Not sure. It was kind of fun that the time kept ticking, but it meant you had to sort of commit to being there. Even without it. I mean, if I don't go in for 2 days and somebody else goes in and they farm like hell, well, then I may find that time has passed. Now winter now. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, there's one. Oh, we're at 100%. Go around in circles because it was right behind me. Oh, grasslands. A lot of grasslands. Oh, no, just the way the server was that we were on. Um, yeah, the game kept running even when nobody was on. Even if nobody was logged onto the server, the game kept running. Time kept ticking along at whatever setting you picked. So, if you buggered off and did something for 4 hours, you came back in, it's 4 hours later in the game. Or whatever time. I think we were real time and one. Oh. And I think it'd be better. I think that was unusual. I think it'd be better to have it so that time ticks when you're on the system. When you log off, the game pauses. My favorite track. I like these guys. I like these Massey Fergusons. A good Italian tractor, as opposed to the other Italian tractors, John Deere. Just facetious there, but I'm not sure where. A lot of the tractors, I don't think there are any tractors that are made in. Definitely no tractors made in Canada. And I'm not sure if there are any made in the U.S. Or they may be assembled in the U.S. Italy seems to be really big on tractors. I think I think because they were so big on cars, a lot of the car manufacturers have retooled or have spun off. So I don't know. Check it out. Check. Oh, so where is John Deere? I gotta check it out now. Fend guy. Oh, the Fend. Fend is nice too. Okay, okay. So I gotta check this out now. I'm pretty sure I looked at this and I was much surprised. Who's the owner of John Deere right now? I don't believe that. Here we go. Key. Orders. Nothing runs like a deer. Here we go. Factories. Okay. Okay. So there are a lot of factories listed in North America. Also Mexico, France, Kansas, India, Germany, Finland. So John Deere may be one of the ones that's largely still American, which is good if you were looking for that. Yeah. Oh, let's check those. Check those bees. Well, I'll wait. I'll wait till the time ticks over here. The Fent are nice. There's a bunch of Fents. We look here in the. We look at the vehicles under brands. Get F. Elmer Buds Manufacturing. There are Fent tractors. And, sorry, a lot of Fent tractors. Combine, headers, and weight. So, mostly tractors. The little tiny Vario, all the way up to a tracked one, I guess. It's the ginormous. Okay, biggest is 673 horsepower, even this one. I think the Fents all have sunroof? No, they don't. Some of them do. It seems to be getting dark. Oh yeah, I was gonna check the. I was gonna hop over and check the honey once we tick by time here. I got ×2, so it's 1958. So in 1 minute it'll be 20, and then we'll go look at the bees and see what the bees are doing. I suspect they're producing honey. And there's a bug, feature, error, mistake, annoyance with the bees, where I think they produce, when they produced one pallet of 400 liters, that's it until you take that pallet off. It's the spawn point, whatever the hell you call it. They won't do any more, because I was waiting for them to do something or other, and was finally said, I wonder if they're stuck. Well, I moved it. Oh look, another pallet appeared 10 minutes later. maybe something that happens in the next next mod, whenever the next mod comes out. The 1.2 came out because the game came out, and then the next same day update, whatever, 1.1, and that fixed 3 things and broke 4 things and introduced 5 more things that didn't work, sort of thing. That was a bad mod. Well, they came out with 1.2. Seems to be a little better. Oh yeah, bees. Tab. Here. Ah, there we go. See? So 256 liters, but not 400 yet, but keep your eye on it, because once it's 400, then we got to go to that wagon and buy a really cheap wagon. Nice cheap one. Look. That. And a header. That's a status. This is cedar cultivator thing and cotton. None of those which I want, but thank you for putting them on sale. No, if I was going to get a tractor, I could get a little tractor like... Oh, this one. This one is cute. Yeah. The little John Deere M0. That's cheap. That's good enough for pulling stuff around, really. Get that. But we could. You know? Yeah. Oh, we have a choice here. Let's fill this up and then check out the ease. There's a Canadian slap, you see? Oh, it's not mine. I mean, well, yes, I found them elsewhere, but the slap thing, you make up your own list. So I've got a long list of random dad jokes pop up from somebody else's site. The slap, I've done a list of maybe a dozen or so random things to get slapped with. There we go. And we have weather coming in here too. We have a winter watch warning. It is, yeah, it's -3, but I'm not sure. It doesn't say what it feels like, but it's supposed to be. I think tomorrow night is going down to -26, which again is not that much. I mean, I've been out in -40, so. Okay, thanks for dropping by, Raymond. You are not ordinary, but you could be ordinary. Everybody loves Raymond. Probably never heard that before, eh? 8, 99, and scene. Okay, so let's drop this off. I'm going to do several things. I'm going to dump this. So you may notice, folks, anybody there may notice the constantly changing light over my shoulder. That is the Himalayan crystal my sister gave me. Actual crystal from the Himalayas. With like an LED light in it. USB powered, and it changes colors. Now the heat also releases ions or something. There's stuff that happens from the light. I suspect this simultaneously increases and decreases the ions. Atmosphere, I don't know. It looks nice, I like it. Very nice restaurant. I've had it on since I got it at Christmas. Okay, I'm going to change the time. I have the sleep anywhere mod, I believe. So, yes, so left shift, Z. Wake up at 7. We are at. Oh shit, I was gonna check the. Pretty sure if I go in. Yep, this is full. So. Yes. It was a good Christmas, thank you. Yeah. To my sons. Spent the day at my son's and had dinner. Had a visit at my daughter's in the driveway with her and the kids and exchanged presents. I guess I could have left this here, right? Oh, that's what I should do. So I should get a cheap little tractor and just leave it. That's all the time. Why don't we do that? What kind of tractor will we get that's a cheap little tractor? I know somebody who wants me to get a Fend. Not the really cheap Fend. 77,000. That's too little. How about this one? It's 140,000. This one, why is this one? Why is that one 107,000? So what do? We do weights, twin wheels, rear twin wheels, narrow tires, wide tires and weights times 2, wide tires and weights times 1. I think this just gives you different kinds of tires. Possibly better. Front loader attachment. Case. Engine setup. Get the biggest. Okay. Okay. Why have we got that wagon there? Oh, I had that just in case I wanted to bring stuff around to the, yeah. I wanted to get like some straw or something, or rain around. Oops. Doesn't turn very sharply, does it? None of them seem to. Yeah. And it was yeah, it was a good Christmas. It was a good Christmas. How about you? How was your Christmas? Did you wander around and see family, or was it just here? Or here, yeah, wherever here is. Is it a sort of hunkered down quiet Christmas, or did you like to take the chance and visit with family? My son's in my bubble and has been for a couple of years, so that's been a big help. I can visit with my son. I go weekly and I visit with my son and his. Put this somewhere. My son and his wife and the kids. Pretty well weekly. So that has been a nice sanity check for me. Edinburgh to see the Christmas markets and with the rest of my family. Yeah, our restrictions here in Ottawa have. Oh, excuse me. I need some more wine. I'll be right back. Don't go away. here in Ottawa, they have in Ontario, they have cut back several times. They are now restricted. They had sporting events running amok, and then they went back to 50%, and then I think they went to 50% with no food or drink served. So that meant people kept their masks on. Restaurants were at 100%. They were just a few days ago. They were shut down to 0%. No indoor dining, as our Omicron numbers are just like everywhere. Oh, let me check the feed. See how it. Okay, so guys, what you guys doing? Happy. Oh, has anybody got Betty Weedy? Rolling, no mulching. Okay. Excuse me. Check something. Okay, we'll get up here. We'll do a little bit. much there, is it? Okay, well then, no. Okay. Up, up the down staircase. Alright, I'll whack the mouse there. Like whack-a-mole, but it's completely different. I got a falafel sandwich from the new little cafe that's open up the street. It's okay. Or if I'd have it again. Wasn't awful, but interesting. Spicy. Okay. They just opened. They're opened in it's a cafe in a high-rise condo that opened. Nice big fancy building. Not it's a rental place. Nice big fancy place, and I've been watching for the last year and a half. Place to open. They finally opened on Monday. They opened on Monday, and on Wednesday the government closed down all indoor dining and restaurants. I went in, get something to eat, and also just enjoy my 2 blocks from my place. And it turned on. Let's try that again. Forever turned on. It's 2-block walk. I definitely want this place to stay. That's the only coffee shop. Hey, Elliot. Hey. Just saying, there's this coffee shop that's open a couple of blocks away. Opened on Monday. Wednesday, indoor dining was closed down in Ontario. Buy a falafel sandwich or something to support. Okay. They are. I'm not sure when we are going to open up again because we don't know what the metrics are. If anything, this this pandemic has shown us how business focused our government is. How their focus is not on people but on businesses, on the economy, and even more so on getting re-elected because there's an election this spring. So they definitely don't want to make unpopular decisions. So they're delayed. They're late on all decisions. Mine is the decisions they make seem so obvious. They seem brainless, but but on the other hand, leaders are so. It's a nice little cafe. I'm looking forward to whenever they do it up. Maybe a month before. Well, we have to decide what numbers we want to look at, but it'll be a month before numbers are good. It's so nice just to go out, and either wander down the street for a couple of blocks, sit, have a coffee, bring my notebook, do some writing, or go for a walk around the neighborhood for several blocks to get some exercise, then stop on the way back, sit, coffee, if it's nice, sit outside. Eventually building. Am I doing a time here? 9. My time. Thinking. It's almost time to fade away and do something else. Usually what happens is I say, well, I think I'm going to fade away and do something else, and then I get raided. That's the good news. So, back and forth, guys. Get rid of it. And I did not have it low. I like the way one of the things they've added in FS22 is markings that leave on the field, and I'm not sure whether they stay until you harvest or something. They definitely aren't there after next time I mowed bare ground again. But they leave, they leave an air of authenticity. That if you're driving over that path on the left, I drove twice. Twice the wear and tear on it. probably have less if I had double tire. You have the narrow one. Digging in. I think I'm going to stream early tomorrow too. I'll do it. Time. Okay, let's long guy. Maybe I'll stream in the morning so that I can catch my fans in Croatia. There we go. Welcome Antonio JR14. Speaking of, I think I had a chunk of my fans for the last month on Provo had been from Canada, and a chunk from the US, but also a bunch from Serbia, Croatia, and Germany. Greetings, Antonio. Welcome to this. What country are you from, Antonio? Don't mind my asking. I am from Ottawa, Canada. It is after 9 o'clock at night here in Ottawa. Ah, Macedonia. Thank you for joining. Following. Thank you for. I do. Now we got to follow. Thank you very much for the follow. You are number one. You're number one follow. Out here, go. It's funny that the surface they have. I mean, it's kind of like a billiard table. It's so smooth. You mowed it once you mowed it. It's like a putting green. Well, not, but you know what I mean. And I know their intent. If you get out of the stop the tractor, get out of the tractor, look at it. Okay, so it's okay. It's grass that's been mowed. Yeah. Oh, let's check the. That tractor. Oh, the tractor. Okay, and I'm not seeing any. Okay. The problem feature whatever. Honey seems to spawn a 400-liter pallet, and then that's it. Say, well, we're done. Come pick up more. We're not gonna make any honey. think is very unfair for that they do. Oh, this is map. Erlengrat is a map with a lot of grassland on it. What I've done is I have a mod for a fermenting silo. If I was going to do this map as a multi, I don't know if I'd want. Good, you can keep it mod free. More, a few more. Yeah, we're gonna wait until this. It's 7:58, so let's kill after 8. Top over Honeyland. Welsh black mountain sheep apparently are best for wool. Should be guys. Baba black sheep, have you any wool? Answer yes. Pallet full. Okay. Oh, there's some. I may. Probably. It's all over them. Proper tour. Oh, we're not picking it up. Why are we not picking it up? That down. Turning on the head or whatever, but not the call it. Turn on the wagon, but you have to drop the pickup too. Happens. Covered that. Oh, I was gonna check the honey. Oh, you see? Smell it there. Oh. So we 1600 lead. 16. Thousand. Frick yeah, a lot of money, but yes, tired here. Thank you very much, my friends, for viewing, cheering, chatting, subscribing, following for lurking, or pondering. Stay safe, stay happy, stay away from. I'll do an early one tomorrow. Try to catch up early morning, and then maybe it's supper time. 8 or whatever. Anyways, take care, my friend. That's all for now.